Hey everyone, thank you for being here. I'm so happy to be back. It is Sunday, the 15th of March. You know what? I was almost going to say August, so I feel like that's a significant date for someone. August 15th. Keep that in mind. I don't know what exactly it is yet, but I think it's a significant date for something. Um, this is a little bit different today because usually my backdrop is my stones, which are right next to me, by the way. I might incorporate them in a minute, but I wanted to discuss something with you. So I wanted to, my backdrop today is this painting of a bridge, okay? Because I want to discuss our spiritual journey and where, I did a reading the other day on where we were, right? Where we're going. Well, this kind of brings home that message, but I just want to, Spirit has something to say. I feel it in my chest. When I feel that in my heart space, something big is coming. It's a beautiful message. So I painted this, I don't know, maybe a year ago or so. And, but I'm getting here, and I feel Spirit, but I actually feel our divine creator. I feel God. And I feel like some of us have experienced some things on our path that we didn't understand why we had to go through them, right? We didn't understand at the time that we had to go through hardships. We had to go through um, rejections, disappointments, financial losses. We had to go through um, hardships in relationships. We had to go through rough times. We didn't understand why we had to love someone so much and to see in that person or people or event, whatever it is, ourselves as a mirror. We didn't realize that those situations or circumstances that took place, it was like a mirror of ourselves, of seeing something that we had to heal, right? So we went through this period of, some of you for years and years and years. Um, for me, it was a total of about, in this situation or this part of my life, it was about 7 years that I went through this part. I was on this bridge where I was not quite certain what was happening within me, around me, to me, and I didn't understand. There was a time in my life where I experienced job loss, a divorce, and the loss of my dog, all within the close proximity of each other. And it shook me to the core. It was a lot. But beyond that, there were a lot of other things happening within that time frame that I just didn't know if I could go on mentally. Seriously. And a lot of us have gone through that. It's been, I want to say it's been rough on some people. It's just been one thing after another, and you just don't understand, or you didn't. And then on top of all of that, you get people that kind of come in and out of your life that are horrible to you. Now, this is not a downer message, because just wait. I know Spirit has something beautiful coming through. So we've been on this bridge, this journey, this path, right? And it hasn't been pleasant. But then something kicked in, and we started to explore something. We wanted something more. We wanted something spiritual, or something more that would kind of bring us out of that dark place. And we needed healing. Like a child who gets hurt, they scrape their knee, they fall off their bike, whatever it is, and they run into to receive some nurturing from mommy, right? From mommy or daddy, or someone who cares. And so we start looking for something that relieves the ouch, that helps us move into a place of healing. And so, as we start moving into this place of healing, we start seeing and feeling the warmth of that beautiful divine light that shines down upon us, that exposes our inner light. And so we started to see and feel some healing. And for some of us, this healing has taken a long time because the wounds were deep. They were deep. And I feel like on this journey, there were people that came in maybe that didn't understand why we had gone through those things, and were maybe harsh, maybe judgmental or critical. And so as they came in and they were quick to judge and, you know, gossip about us or form their own opinions of who we are because of those events or circumstances that we went through, that hurt even more. And so I feel like for some of you, it could have been in a workplace situation where you were misunderstood or kind of looked over or passed over for certain things, and it hurt. Okay? Here's the thing that I would like to say from my own experience, and I know Spirit will come in and say whatever Spirit needs to say, but I want to say this. I was that girl. This painting I call a veil between two worlds, right? The veil between two worlds. I was this girl here who was in the dark. But I didn't know at the time that my guides were surrounding me with this beautiful light, this beautiful healing, and this painful part of my life that I felt like encompassed me and took over because of the harshness of people that didn't understand, because of the harshness of the circumstances, because of that place where I was. It was a really rough time. And some of us, this will resonate with you however it resonates with you because you went through some things too. And I'm not going to go into detail on that, but I'm going to tell you this. Having gone through all of that, being in that place where I didn't know where to turn, it made me see and be the person I am today. It helped me to open up, to find myself, to find who I am, who I was created to be, to realize that there is forgiveness. Even in the worst of situations, there is forgiveness. And so in this place where I am, where I was, and where I am, I saw the light. I felt the healing. And I kept moving forward. Out of that dark place and into this beautiful, magical place. Into my soul. To who I am. And wherever that's going, that's up to the divine plan. And I am not going to mess that up. And so I wanted to bring to you this message because we are all on that bridge, guys. We've all been to that place in the darkness, and we're all coming into the light of our own internal compass, our own light, our own true self. And so as we journey on into this light, it goes on and on and on, okay? Because we are eternal energy. And so if you are or have been in a place where somebody attacks you verbally or tries to cut you down to other people or even tries to slay your reputation, they don't know any better. They don't understand because they haven't experienced what you've experienced. What they don't realize is that whatever they've gone through, and believe me, they have gone through something. What they don't realize is that everyone has their own experiences, their own journey for a reason. And just because somebody experiences things that are, in the eyes of others, misconstrued or sort of put you in a light that's not so pleasant, right? Because they don't understand. Everybody has their own journey. And so some of us have been hurt deeply by others. But here's the thing that Spirit says. I have my paintings laid out here, so I'm going to go over these a little bit. See the woman walking away? Spirit says, listen, you don't have to walk away from all that and anger and resentment, and you don't have to have a huge blowout. But you do need to know that you're far more worthy. And you're under the protection of the most divine creator. Whoever that is for you, you are under that protection. And you are heading to beautiful, beautiful future. And so you take comfort in that house, that home, that spiritual place, that sanctuary that is yours, that is you. Divinely created just for you. Because know this, that when you're on this path, this is your sanctuary, this is your home. Wherever your heart is, wherever your soul is, that is your home. That's where you belong. That's where you go back to when somebody hurts you. When you need that healing, when you need that ease of the pain that the past has caused. We are all on this journey for a reason. On your own journeys, guys. We don't all share the same experiences. And so some of these readings may not resonate with you. Sorry about that. Because you haven't gone through that or you haven't been experiencing that. But I wanted to bring this to you because this journey that we're on, it's divinely created just for you, uniquely for you. I'm in this place of appreciation, relief, peace, gratitude for all that I've been through. And let me tell you something. This is the power of forgiveness. This is the power of what I'm about to tell you. God's divine hand on your life. Okay? Some of you have been having a real difficult time forgiving someone for breaking your heart, ripping it to shreds, or having someone like a boss, a manager or something, who treated you horribly, and yet They're still there doing their job, whatever they were doing before. And they're still able to exist in that same position, treating people horribly, and you don't think it's fair, but that's okay. You know why? Because you learned something really valuable from that. And it's not up to me or you to ask, when is karma coming back to that person? I really wish she would get hers. We've all been there with certain things or certain people, but it's not up to us. We only have to be focused on our own journey, guys. That's what we need to focus on. Because when we spend our energy worrying or hoping that that person gets their just desserts, whatever it is that needs to come for them, whatever you have in your mind, oh, I wish she would get hers, that takes away from our own growth, our steadfastness on our own path. When we focus on those kinds of energies, even though we know that we were, well, I want to say the innocent ones and got victimized for some reason, it's not within, how do I say this? We're human beings, so we're going to feel those things. But it's not in our best interest to wish, punishment on someone. That's not up to us. The natural progression is, in cases where people treat us really bad, the universe steps in. Because whatever happens, whatever you do, if you treat someone really bad, it doesn't matter. You gossip about them, you treat them bad, whatever it is, the universe steps in and brings that back to you because you're attracting that energy. Okay? And so we don't have to be in a place where we're begging and asking for someone to receive punishment for something they did to you. When we do that, we take away our own power, and we give that power away to that person, in a sense, because we're thinking about them. We're fixated on the situation. Maybe we're fixated too much on the situation we're in the current. But here, I'm hearing Spirit say, find your blessing. Find a blessing in the current situation, because it is meant to be for a reason. And so one thing that I know that happens on this journey is that we tend to lose sight and of the openness, the vastness that the universe has available to us. And I don't mean just tangible things. I mean spiritual lessons, growth, abundance in higher spiritual learning, opening of our gifts, right? Some of us are gifted messengers or tarot readers or some sort of healer. We all have a gift, something. But we lose sight of that when we focus on other things that need to be released and let go of. Forgiveness is key, guys. Forgiveness doesn't just come by saying, I'm going to forgive. It has to come from the soul. It has to come from the heart. It has to open up as you open up and work on yourselves in a more spiritual way, in the spiritual light, the higher learning, the understanding why you're here, your life purpose, or what it is that you need to do in your own path. In your own path, not someone else's. Yeah, some people have done some horrible things. You were treated unfairly. Your heart was broken. You were deceived, or whatever situation it is. But guess what? You have so much magic and light within you, created especially for you, that you can take back your freaking power. I'm telling you right now. And it isn't even about somebody treating you better so you can take your power back. It's about you taking your own power back, not inflicting anything on anyone else for punishment, not getting back at them for something, growing within your own self. And that opens up the door to freedom, freedom to forgive, freedom to move forward. And that doesn't mean go to that person and say, I forgive you for everything you did to me. No. It's about allowing yourself to move past all of that pain and hurt. You just let the universe worry. You just let the universe focus on whatever comes to that person. That's not your business. Your business is to love you and to move forward in your spiritual path, which will propel you forward in your physical path with many blessings of abundance. Go light, guys. Spirit says, go light. Shed that baggage. Move forward. Let go of all of that, because you know what? No one deserves for you don't deserve to give someone your power, to give away your power, for someone to hold you back from your true value, your true worth. Nobody deserves to be held back. Take back your power by learning, by growing spiritually, by being within yourself, listening to your guides, listening to messages like this, maybe. I know I'm not the only one out there. There are others, many others that on YouTube or other platforms that are very, very giving and healing. Let your guides direct you and guide you to where that is, if you need someone to give you a message. I do this for free on YouTube because this is my calling. This is where I want to be, right here in this light. Right here. Not here. However, it was necessary to go back to, or to be in that place in order to get to this place. Okay? So be that person that moves forward into that beautiful new world of yours within yourself, right? Not stuck in the middle, but be that person who surrenders to the letting go, the releasing, the healing of that pain. No one wants to hold on to that. No one needs to hold on to that. It's necessary to move forward now, everyone. I'm happy to be here. Thank you for being on this journey with me. Thank you for listening, for watching, and, allowing me to sort of change up the format a little bit today. But it was necessary. And Spirit really, really came in and said, use those paintings. There's a message there. Messages don't always come in the form of cards, reading cards, or anything like that, but they are an integral part of readings. So I hope you've enjoyed this message. I hope it resonates in some way, shape, or form. And know that this journey is yours. But thank you for allowing me to be a part of it. I love you all. I wish you a very beautiful, beautiful week ahead. And I know I'll be back in a few days, probably, whenever Spirit leads. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Love and light always.